Hello, welcome, Gabby here. So let's have a look at the brand new character of Gabriel. We'll look at the evolution version today. Alright, and yes, this is going to be the year of Gabriel. Being a year behind the JP game, we have the benefit of foresight. And so we have an entire year's worth of experience that we can look at from the JP player's point of view in order to get a sense of who will be good. And yeah, their number one pick is overwhelmingly Gabriel here, the evolution version. And yeah, they recently did a players poll to vote for their MVP of the year, and it was Gabriel by a landslide. She got more than twice the votes of the second place character, which was the transcendent form of Uriel, whom we don't even have yet. So yeah, let's go ahead and have a look at her. We'll look at her stats first. Stats are solid. She pretty much has a tank level HP, and then attack is fine, but she does have the Slayers, which I'll talk about in a second, which help her out. And then her speed is fine, at just over 300. Her abilities, she is a bounce with a null damage wall, and that's passive in her, so you don't have to worry about missing the gauge and getting damage there. And then she has the double Slayer, Light Slayer and Dark Slayer, which is pretty insane. And so she'll do extra damage against 3 elements, light, dark, and then water, for her being wood. And yeah, so that helps out her attack. She has the Strike Shot, where she becomes a Pierce type, and then gains Null Everything. And then she also gets a very high multiplier, similar to Kufurin's Strike Shot. And this is a very versatile Strike Shot. It's good in pretty much every situation, except for when there are anti-pierce guys, those little round guys in the metal balls. But in every other situation, it's very powerful. And the bump combo, that's kind of the main reason why most people will use her. Very, very strong, and then it's particularly suited to how the stage layout is going to go from now on in the game. What it is, it's called Chain Lightning, and then it goes to the next character, and then it jumps character to character, and then does damage to all of them. And then that power level that we see there, the 200,000, it'll do that much to the first character, and then it'll do a fraction of that to each subsequent character until it gets down to about like 10% or so. And then it has no element, so it'll do good damage against all elements, even fire. So you could take her to fire quests and still get good damage out of that. And then I was thinking about going into more detail about sort of the ins and outs of the bump combo, and then how to get extra good use out of it. But I think that's I'll do that in a separate video, because there are so many nuances that I could fill a video of just that, so I'll do that for another one. But for now, just know that it's strong and that it'll be the best bump combo for the coming year. Alrighty, and then as for impossible quests that she would be good for, right now you could bring her to Bishamonten and Yamato Takeru, and I've heard that she's really good in Tsukuyomi, which sounds crazy to me since she doesn't have no gravity barrier, but that might be worth giving a try. She does have Light Slayer, and also because she has Light Slayer, she might be good for Hakua. She gets the extra damage per attack, and then the Strike Shot is very strong as well, so she could do well there. As for Able Berries that would be good for her, Sidekick, that's the obvious one. You can also give her like a Kin Strength Ableberry to make her attack higher, and so get additional multipliers with her Slayers. And then also she'll be good for the upcoming Water Colossal quest for Niraikanai. And then he's got a ton of hit points, so Cutthroat could be good for Gabriel as well. Alright, so I think that'll do it for the overview. We'll go ahead and take her to a quest. And it just so happened that there was a pretty appropriate quest up at the time that I pulled her. And that was Behemoth, so we'll go ahead there. And this is an older quest, but actually it works pretty well to showcase Gabriel, so let's have a look here. Okay, so there we saw it did the advertised damage of about 200,000, and then it traveled across the screen to the other guys, and then did less damage. But yeah, this is a behemoth, and then gimmicks here are gravity barriers and damage walls. So damage walls won't be a problem, and then gravity barriers we can ignore with Gabriel's strike shot. And then there are also lots of little guys filling the screen of this mission, so that'll be a good chance to take advantage of the chain lightning as well. Okay, so there we saw the Slayer with that X mark. And then here's a turtle stage, and this is another good chance to look at the chain lightning. Okay, pretty good. So yeah, as we can see, the first character, it did the 200,000, and then as it went around, it did incrementally less damage, until the lowest was about 24,000. So that's about 100% to 10%. Okay, there's that Slayer again. Alright, here's another good stage. That would be to show off Gabriel's bump combo. But we'll see if we can hit her with a PCG3. No, not quite. Alright, Smydras move around. Alright, and then here we'll use Gabriel's bump combo again. And yeah, you might have seen on the two overlapping Smydras there, but when the one Smydra took that 200,000 damage, all of the Smydras underneath it also took that same amount of damage. That's one pretty great thing about the chain lightning, is that when characters are overlapping, their hit areas are overlapping, they take the same amount of damage. So if we can get the first one or the second hit in there, then we can do lots and lots of damage. And yeah, I'll explain that in more detail in the chain lightning video, but... And I guess I can talk about the rest of my team. I'm using a PCG3 Ascension. He's got the 8-turn null everything. His multiplier is not nearly as close, as much as Gabriel, though, of course. Next up I'm using Kala. He's got null gravity barrier, null damage wall. And then finally Uriel Evolution. She also has null damage wall, null gravity barrier. Okay, and here comes the boss. Okay, so here in the upper right-hand corner, we can see again the buffaloes are stacked up on each other. So we'll try to hit Gabriel, and then, yes, get that chain lightning in there. Same damage to all of them, so we just took them out. The one downside of Gabriel is that the range of her strike shot is a little bit short. It's only about a 1.5 characters length away, so you do have to kind of position her a little bit in order to get good, or in order to get the bump combo into them. Okay, pretty good. And then, let's see. The way that the bump combo chain lightning goes, it works just like a lock-on laser. So it'll go towards the nearest character, toward the center point of the nearest character. So if Gabriel is like, right next to a boss, but a shield is, closer, the center of the shield is closer than the center of the boss, it'll go towards the shield first. So that's another thing to keep in mind. And then we used Akala's strike shot there just because we had the weak point lined up. Might as well. Alright, I see that Gabriel is too far away to make use of the bump combo, so we'll just forget about trying to set that off. And same thing with Akala here. Okay, we'll grab the heart, and that should do it for this level. Alright, and this should be the last boss level. Oh, and another thing I should say is that Gabriel, she is the messenger angel, which is probably why she's wearing like the old-timey mailman uniform. So that's kind of a cool touch. You can look back on like, you know, just Google like, you know, vintage mailman uniform or something. And then it'll show you, you know, stuff with like big collars and brass buttons and the messenger bag. So that's pretty cool. All right, we will use Uriel Strike Shot. We'll try to clear the field. And that's a nice thing about the relationship between Gabriel's bump combo and strike shot. The bump combo is really good at clearing a field of little guys, and then the strike shot's really good at doing concentrated damage to a boss. So there we saw that Gabriel's strike shot did almost 2 million, and I'm sure that if the smiter on the other side wasn't there, it would have done over 2 million. So very, very strong. And I didn't need to worry about the gravity barrier either because of the null everything. Okay, and then with PCG3's strike shot, we got the speed clear, so very good. Alrighty, so I think that was a pretty good stage to do a demonstration of Gabriel. We're going to be seeing a lot of her this year, and yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you again. Take care.